There's no spin that can describe how people hanging on to a burning boat posed a threat to U.S. military forces whatsoever. That's physically impossible, right? And so for them to spin this, I don't know. They can talk all they want about the drugs that are on the boat, if that's the case, but that doesn't justify taking this strike against people that were clearly in duress. This is why we have those laws. Frankly, we have them in part because of humanitarian purposes, in part because we want our own troops, when they're in harm's way, to have the capacity to surrender without being killed while they're trying to do so. And also, they've yet to describe a legal basis for the entire operation. And I want to say one more thing about that. If we accept the premise that Donald Trump can decide to kill people hundreds of miles away from the United States, even if there are drugs on those boats, and they're not providing a lot of evidence to back that up, even if there are, because somehow those drugs might reach the United States and might pose a threat to us, imagine how much that opens up the aperture for who he could kill and take military force against, based on the presumption that somehow they might someday pose a threat because the drugs might sometime get here, right? I think we're in very dangerous territory, and this is a time where Congress needs to reassert itself in the war powers, because right now Donald Trump is doing something that I can't think of any precedent for.